It's unrealistic to think that it's going to be easy. Whatever the thing is that God called you to do, whatever the thing is that you are going to accomplish this year, whatever you're going to overcome, it's unrealistic to think that it's going to be easy. So tell yourself it's going to be some tough days. It's going to be some rough days. I might have to start up the engine before I go running, but I'm going to do it and I'm going to endure these days. That's what I'm committed to for myself. I'm trying so hard. I really am. I'm proud of myself for some of the progress, some of the growth. And that's really what it's about. It's about making incremental growth and progress. You know, it's challenging sometimes to get there overnight, right? This last thing I wrote down, and then we get to the next tip. Happen to life. Don't just let life happen to you. I know that for a lot of us, there's, certain things, life happens, life be lifing. We have these mindsets that like, yo, man, life is just lifing. And I'm not saying it's not. I've probably said it on this show, right? I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying, yeah, life will happen. Make sure you happen into life as well. What do I mean by that? Like, wake up in the morning and say, yo, I'm going to have momentum towards the life I want to live today. I'm not just going to wait and see what's life going to give me today? Okay, a mean lady after Christmas that wants to go off on me after having a fender bender, right? Or a fender bender itself. Who wanted that? She didn't want that. I didn't want that. I don't know what she was already dealing with this day. You feel what I'm saying? She could have already been having a rough day, and here I come sliding into her while she thought she was just going to speed past me in the parking lot. And I believe she might have also been mad at herself. But what's my point? At the end of the day, make sure you're happening to life, that you're getting up and being proactive and saying, yeah, I'm going to happen to life today. Yeah. We ain't eating no Reese cup today. You know what I'm saying? Wait. I think I finished it was a half of a cup. Okay. It was half of a cup, but I did have the half of a cup today. Okay. In 24 hours, I believe I knocked out 4 cups. Okay. You can judge me if you want to, but today was progress. Yesterday, I might have knocked out 3 cups. Today, 3.5. Today, we knocked out a half. Okay. That's progress. Happen to life. Be the type of person. We're talking about changing your mindset. It's not too late to change. If you're a person where you always feel like life is happening to me and it's always life happened and this happened, it's like, okay, well, what did you do? If somebody walk up to you and hit you in the jaw, did you hit them back? I'm not promoting violence, folks. I'm just saying if life tries to knock you out, do you get up and say, all right, life, I got something for you as well. I got a plan. I got a vision. I'm not stopping. Endure the challenges. That's step number 3. Tip number 3. You feel me? Say we need to go back to nature, food, and garden. Man, I'm not mad at that. Like, I'm for real. My grandma used to have a garden. You know what I'm saying? Now I got DoorDash. Okay. And that's the problem with the generations. Had one generation that was willing to go plant a tomato and a head of lettuce on the side of their house, and another generation that want the food to magically pop up by a delivery person in regular clothes in 30 minutes. Okay. God forgive me, but I do have the app. All right. Tip number 4 for a successful 2026. You knocked off half the sweet potato pie. I can't even judge you though. You feel me, Sylvia? How can I judge that? Because that sounds good. And see, now if I knock out a slice today, I'm going to blame you. Not mad at it. That sweet potato pie be hitting. Tip number 4 for a successful 2026 as a believer: become a builder. All right. When I say this, become a builder, I want you to think of it this way. There is something that you're going to create, build, or do this year that God called you to do that does not exist today. That's something powerful to think about. Like, and that doesn't matter. When I talk about building, right? I wrote down some things to think about. It could be a relationship, a friendship, or a bond, right? And we're talking about building. You're taking something that it either doesn't exist or is not as mature or built up, is not as developed, and you're saying, I'm going to take that and make it better. Look, you ever ride past a construction zone and it had a picture of what's coming soon? That's how I want you to think about tip number 4. You need to have in your mind the finished picture of what's coming soon. It could be a relationship, friendship, bond. It could be a habit that you're going to build, right? Maybe you're saying, I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm gonna read the Bible instead of scroll Instagram for the first 10 minutes of my day, right? And that could be a habit that doesn't exist today, but you're gonna build that habit, okay? You could build a discipline, right? That can also be a habit or a discipline, but maybe that discipline is like, yo, I'm not knocking out 4 Reese cups in one day, okay? We're not gonna do it. A savings account. Maybe there's a savings account that you don't have today or an investment account. You like, man, I don't have an investment account. I'm going to build that in 2026. And the reason that I want to encourage you to build something is because building something is like the manifestation of faith. It's like, yo, the substance of things hoped for, it's the substance. Like faith has substance. I mean, there's something there. And then you want to see that substance grow into manifestation and be like, yo, I remember when the seed was planted in my mind to have this account or to build this habit or to read the word instead of Instagram. And look, I've knocked out 60 days and I built this habit and I produced something. I've built something. We should all be builders in 2026. Plant a flower, build a home. What did I say? The goal is to find an area of your life where you can be productive. That's the goal for 2026, right? It's not about get rich quick. It's not about money. It's not about none of these unrealistic things that so many people want to convince you of on social media every day. It's about, can I become a builder? Like can I actually build something? Can I take something that's not in a great place or doesn't exist today, and as we progress throughout this year, actually hone it, develop it, nurture it, and actually produce something, right? Become a builder in 2026, people.